We're back at the NASDAQ in Times Square and the floor of CES in Las Vegas. Thousands of businesses come to the Consumer Electronics Show each year with the hopes of unveiling the next must-have product. Peter Semmelhack wants his Bug Labs to be that next must-have gadget. So we put him on the Blue Monster Express, which is the official blog bus of CES, to meet Robert Scoble, one of the country's most influential tech bloggers. Let's see what happened.
Well, we came to CES really to accomplish one big thing, and that is to get attention. When I get onto the bus and I'm talking to bloggers, this is an area that we've had a lot of success with over the past few months.
We're going to try to find out a little bit about what your company is all about and get a chance to see whether your product is really up to snuff.
One of the things we've learned in speaking with bloggers is they are seen as an authentic voice.
How easy is it to program? Because I can see a lot of people going, no, I don't want to program.
We'll be honest, out of the gate, you're going to have some programming skills to get into this because there aren't going to be a whole lot of sort of stepping stones when we first start.
If I'm an investor, I want to know, how has this platform been inoculated from embrace and extend?
How crowdsourcing is going to have an impact in the future.
My concern would be, how do you get it beyond the hobbyist or the do-it-yourselfer into sort of the mass market?
We want to make sure that they understand exactly what we're all about. And if they do, they can say whatever they want. We just think that the conversation is a good thing.
How many do you have to sell the first year to survive?
Well, we're not going to say that publicly, but but not that many. I mean, I'll tell you right now, we are a small company. We have 18 people. We don't have anything extravagant when it comes to overhead, so it's not as if we have to sell millions of devices at all. And it's a little nerve-wracking because some people may really think our pricing is ridiculous, and they might say it's okay. So, but that conversation is going to happen.
There's a difference between concept and success. How many in 5 years, how many of my friends or people that I know, even though in the blogosphere who are techies, will own one? And I'm not sure that it's going to be a large number of people.
If for some reason what we're doing at our booth doesn't work, we're not getting the response we want. But this will be the first time that I've actually sat down with them face to face and start talking about pricing, talking about availability, and we're going to get the reaction.
A lot of it, I think, will depend on pricing.
If you get into the serious home market and the serious consumer, you're going to be left behind.
We are who we are. We're not trying to present ourselves as anything other than what we are. Bloggers are very good at detecting BS. For Bug Labs, getting written up in a major magazine would be an integral step in becoming a household name.
Thanks for coming on the blog bus and showing me your product and talking to me about Bug Labs. We're going to get together as a blogger community and decide whether we like you or not. We'll tell you that later on.
Boy, talk about a tough room, that blog bus, man. Okay, Robert, you organize the blog house here at CES. How important is it for a company out at CES to get the bloggers behind it?
It's extremely important. I mean, there's some blogs like Engadget and Gizmodo that have millions of readers. There's 700 bloggers or even more here at the show. In fact, everybody really is a blogger at the show floor. There could be 100,000 bloggers here walking around. And these companies are going to rely on getting the message out through those blogs. Some are going to get on Engadget and get the big pop. Some are going to come on smaller blogs, you know, that might have 500 or 1,000 readers. But all those bloggers are going to be important at pushing the story ahead.
Robert, as you're sitting there, there's stuff going, there's behind you, news being made, people popping by. Describe the scene to me.
Right over here were the two guys who started YouTube. So you're missing the deals because they tried to buy your company.
I already sold my company once, man. I don't know if I can sell it again. I'll try and do that. Okay, Peter, you met with some of the best-known tech bloggers. What do you think it means for Bug Labs, a company like yours, to get covered by these guys? How make or break are these bloggers to you?
It's incredibly important, and I would say it's make or break for a company like ours, especially at a place like this, because I would say 70% of the people who've come to the booth have said, hey, we've heard of you. And I'm like, how? And I said, well, we read Robert Scoble's blog. We've seen a video on his blog. We've seen you on Getting Gadget and so on. Without that kind of groundswell of attention, I don't think we would have had the success we have. And we've been nominated as one of the best of CES for
Well, and that's a key award. Are these guys really the hot thing? And it's the bloggers who are going to get the word out, whether the product is good or not.
All right, guys, let's do a little handicapping. You saw his blog pitch. Good, bad? What do you think he did right and wrong? Let's start, Mike, with you.
I think he did great. Blogging is about truthful talk. They were critiquing him, they were picking on him, they were saying great things. It doesn't matter. You want talk, you want that all over the web. Web 2.0 is the way to go.
Doug, how was the blog pitch?
I think it was really good, but the smart thing that Peter did was he basically said he doesn't care if he gets good or bad feedback. He just wants feedback. So he's hedged himself perfectly with the right community. That's a winner.
Okay, let's go to the moment of truth now. Because once again, these bloggers, the same way a big buyer from Radio Shack, the same way an angel investor can make or break a company, what did the bloggers have to say about Bug Labs? Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs to the side. Give us their take.
We had 6 thumbs up and 2 thumbs like this. And the 2 thumbs like this were concerned that you were going after a market that was too small, that they weren't sure that the market was big enough. But the story I told the bloggers to calm them down a little bit was, hey, if we were back here in 1977 and we had Steve Wozniak and Steve Jobs on the big idea, they would have brought out a little Apple I computer that looks like a really crappy product, to tell you the truth. It didn't even have a case on it, right? And that launched Apple Computer, and these guys are way ahead of those guys right now. So,
thank you, Robert.
You know,
not
mostly
bad.
Thumbs up.
6 up, 2 to the side. Can you imagine how Gates and Jobs would have done if there was a big idea in those days? Okay, Peter, you said you also wanted to get more coverage from the business magazines. Absolutely. We got a surprise for you, buddy. The buzz about Bug Labs has gone way beyond bloggers, my friends. We have reached out to Entrepreneur Magazine to hear what they have to say, and joining us now is Lindsay Holloway, Associate Editor of Entrepreneur Magazine. Lindsay.
Yeah. We actually heard about Bug Labs and Peter not too long ago on the show. Right. We were impressed with the story of the company, the product. It's very innovative, and that's exactly what we're looking for at Entrepreneur. So we'd like to announce today on The Big Idea that we are going to write an article about you and your company in an upcoming issue of Entrepreneur in our tech section. So we look forward to working with you very soon.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Close the deal, man. Woo!
Thank you so much.
How great is that? Hey, buddy, better than any advertising, man. Editorial. Remember we fought about this, Dr. Todd? Great press is priceless. Who's happier than you right now, my friend?
We are very excited. I feel like, getting beyond blogging is very important to us because, let's face it, not everybody reads blogs, right?
Oh, now
magazines are a key part.
you're dishing the blogs. Big shot. You got your Entrepreneur Magazine, now nobody reads the blogs, Big shot. Remember the little people, my friend, on the way up. Lindsay, by the way, while I got you here, Lindsay, the Big Idea is right now the entrepreneurial epicenter of the United States. How about a cover story on the big guy from the Big Idea of Entrepreneur Magazine?
That's something I'll have to go to my editors, but it's an option.
All right, I'll start with the blogs. The bottom line for becoming the must-have product. At first, target the bloggers. Always be blogging. Also, be truthful when you talk about your product. They're going to find out one way or another. And stand out. Be outrageous. You need that attention first. It's time now for the Big Network. That's where we answer that all-important question for every small business owner. What about me? And we go to the floor for the questions. Okay, Buzz, what's on your mind, sir?
Hi, Donny. My name is Buzz Bruggeman. I'm a founder of a small software company called ActiveWords. We want to get our software in every computing device that ships. My question is, how do we motivate people to try a new technology like ours?
All right, Robert, you're the voice of all bloggers out there. You are the town crier. How do we answer that question?
On Thursday, I was at Doug Engelbart's house. He's the guy who invented the mouse, and he did a demo back in 1968 which explained to the world how the mouse, the Windows, everything was going to change our world and change everything here at the Consumer Electronics Show. That's what Buzz has to do. He has to get on YouTube. He has to put a video out of what his product is going to do for people, and then get out in front of people, go to user groups, go to meetings, hang out in the hallway here at the CES. I've seen people do demos right in the aisleway and tell people about their products. That's what it takes.